Who are we speaking with right now?
Call me Raggmopp when they're not mad at me.
Raggmopp?
Yeah.
And, what can you tell me about this Adana run?
It started, actually used to be a CMA event, and Pumpkin was in CMA at the time. He was coming up here. And I think this was somewhere around 04, maybe 05, I'm not sure. But the CMA had decided that the attendance had dropped off enough, they weren't going to do it anymore. So Pumpkin talked to the owners of the campground and agreed with them that he would take those dates and start doing the Singing for Jesus rally. Right. And we've been here since then. Okay, for the people, for the viewers, can you tell them who Pumpkin was? Yeah, Pumpkin he is the founder of Highways and Hedges Motorcycle Ministry. He was also, before he passed away, he was the founder of Iron Horse Church in Little Rock. And he used to travel around and have a lot of different bar churches, but he'd kind of settled into one particular bar church. It was kind of a fad for a little bit, and then it faded out. People just wasn't as interested. And then the Lord gave us that church that we've got now, and man, we've been there ever since.
Yeah, what year did that church get started there?
The Iron Horse Church?
Right.
I think that must have been around 9 or 10, somewhere along in there, maybe 8. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Red found it, and they were closing it up. They asked we could rent it.
Oh no, that's the new church where we're at now.
Yeah.
But the Iron Horse Church started in the Iron Horse Saloon on Man Road.
Well, it started in Baseline Lounge, and then went to Iron Horse Church.
Well, and then they named it Iron Horse. Yeah, he was doing several bar churches.
Yeah, the Baseline Lounge, I think I went to a wedding there that Stroker did one time.
Probably.
I don't even know how Iron Horse Saloon stays open.
I don't know. Yeah, Stroker and Pumpkin and Danny Draper were considered the three amigos. They hung together all the time. And was Stroker in CMA? He was in CMA, wasn't he?
He was a bandit first.
And
Bandit first.
yeah, I knew he was a bandit first, and then when he got saved, he went to CMA. And of course, Danny was in CMA, and that's what pulled Pumpkin in.
Right.
CMA didn't approve of some of the things that Pumpkin did, and so he just pulled out and started his own ministry. They didn't want him wearing their patch into a bar. Right. And Pumpkin wanted to go where the people needed him, and that was in a bar.
Right.
So
you wouldn't believe the people that show up on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
At Iron Horse Saloon, eat breakfast, get biscuits and gravy, and eat breakfast. We preach.
Yeah.
Same with Baseline Lounge when they were doing it.
And then in 2016, July 20th, 2016, Pumpkin passed away. And he had stated at that time that he wanted to start doing it at the Iron Horse Church instead of up here, because the owners of this campground just really wasn't working with us at all. And so for the next 2 years, until we got things kind of organized, we got new owners to the campground, we did have what we call Play Pretty rally, which was Pumpkin's favorite saying, y'all play pretty. We had a Play Pretty rally for 2 years there at the church.
Right.
And then when the new owners came in here, we came up and talked to them. We liked what they said. So we came back here then in, last year in 19. This is our second year back. The new owners are really working with us.
And so how did you become involved with the ministry that you're in now yourself? What's your story?
Me and Pumpkin were first cousins to start with. We have been we were like brothers. We ran around together as kids, and we were always together. I moved off up to Illinois and stayed up there, and I helped start a CMA chapter while I was up there. 1 Cent Riders in Champaign, Illinois. And when I moved back down here and retired, or when I retired and then moved back down here. This is home, so I came back down here. Naturally, me and Pumpkin just kind of fell back together again. As a matter of fact, when I said something about retiring and moving back home, he said, "I'll come get you, Harley." And I said, "No, Pumpkin, I can tow it behind my camper." I said, "I've got my camper set up where I can pull both at the same time." He said, "No, I'll come get you, Harley." So him and Mad Dog loaded up one Friday night and drove up there and got my Harley and brought it back. And he told me later, he said, "I knew if I had your Harley in Arkansas, you wouldn't back out on coming back." So I came back. I spent about probably 3 weeks just seeing what Highways and Hedges was all about. I trusted Pumpkin completely, but I wanted to see what was going on, see if it was a fit for me.
Right.
And after about 3 weeks, I looked at Pumpkin. I said, "What do I have to do to become a member of Highways and Hedges?" He said, "You just did it. I'll bring you your patches tomorrow." I didn't fill out any paperwork. I never got anything but just a membership card for about the first 4 or 5 years.
Right.
They finally got me a certificate. But yeah, me and Pumpkin, I've worked for Pumpkin. Pumpkin's worked for me. We've worked together as a team, and we've both worked for the same company before. I mean, we just always been there. His Aunt Birdie was his mama, Aunt Birdie, was one of my favorites.
So Pumpkin brought you home.
Yeah, Pumpkin brought me home.
Okay. Well, thanks. What do you hope? How this rally, is it going to continue down here?
I want to continue seeing it grow. End Time Warriors has supported us ever since we've been here.
Right.
They have really come in and had a good showing. And when Pumpkin died, I don't know how he did it, but he could make all this come together. I could not make it come together, and I knew that. So I invited End Time Warriors to co-sponsor with us on this Singing for Jesus rally.
Right.
And boy, they jumped all over it. Well, see, that took half the workload off of me right there. And what I've got left, I'm kind of delegating out so that I can get back to just kind of overseeing and making sure everything comes together. Instead of actually getting out and doing the footwork.
I'm glad I came out here to see what was going on.
I'm glad you came too, man. Love to see you. You're absolutely welcome.
There wasn't enough time to say how much I loved you. Days were too short and the nights were too long, and there's no way to express it, so I'm singing the song, the days of your life. They were a gift to us. Each day a gift is treasured. That's how life is measured. Not in a moment, not in a day, but in all ways. And the sun will surely rise. The sun will surely rise again. And the sun will surely rise. The sun will surely rise again. And the sun sets on this autumn evening, when the blues turn to hues of scarlet, and then think of you again. Knowing tomorrow the sun will surely rise. The sun will surely rise. The sun will surely rise again. they were a gift to us. And each day your gift is treasured. That's how life is measured. Not in a moment, not in a day, but in all ways. The sun will surely rise. The sun will surely rise.